Here are Arsenal-Liverpool starting 11. League leaders Arsenal will face Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium on Sunday. Both teams are making calculations to leave the match with 3 points. While Arsenal fans' expectations have undoubtedly increased after taking on champions Manchester City's Gabriel Jesus and Alexander Zinchenko in the summer transfer window, even the most ardent Gunners fan may not have anticipated such a quick start to the campaign. Mikel Arteta's side retained their Premier League top status after beating their toughest rivals, Tottenham Hotspur 3-1, in the North London derby last weekend. Liverpool are the only team that has managed to keep up with Pep Guardiola's Manchester City lately. It makes Sunday's match extremely exciting and potentially telling in terms of predicting how the rest of the season could unfold. Liverpool, on the other hand, had their worst season start in the last few years. Jürgen Klopp's side is 11 points behind their opponents in today's match. The Reds showed a great character to close a 2-0 gap against the Seagulls at Anfield last weekend to take a 3-2 lead in the second half, but the Belgian couldn't stop Trossard and the star player hat-tricked his team by 1 earned points. Klopp moved into a more offensive lineup against Rangers in the Champions League on Tuesday, with Liverpool playing with 4 attackers. For offensive players lined up ahead of Thiago Alcantara and captain Jordan Henderson. It is not yet clear whether the German manager could visit a fit Arsenal against such a bold system at the Emirates Stadium. Meanwhile, Liverpool are expected to travel without midfielders Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Arthur Melo, and Curtis Jones due to injury. Ibrahima Konate is a reserve against Rangers for the first time this season after suffering a pre-season knee injury, but it's unlikely that Klopp will make any changes to his backline. Also, Robertson is not expected to take part in the party. Liverpool's main dilemma at the moment will be whether they will return to their usual 4-3-3 formation or will they stick to their 4-4-2 system that took a win against Rangers on Tuesday. Thus, despite Fabinho's replacement of Darwin Nunez with Salah and Luis Diaz bottoming both sides of Diogo Jota, Firmino offers an alternative option due to his excellent start to the season. Liverpool's probable 11 are as follows: Alisson on the goal, Alexander-Arnold on the right, Matip and Van Dijk on the back, Tsimikas on the left, Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago in the midfield, Salah on the right, Diaz on the left and Jota in the middle. Liverpool ready to sacrifice Joe Gomez in swap deal for £61 million transfer target. Liverpool are reportedly willing to sacrifice Joe Gomez to secure a deal with Lazio midfielder Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. The Serbian star, named with Manchester United, is believed to be worth around £61 million. That's why Jürgen Klopp is said to be willing to offer the defender to lower the price next summer. Milinkovic-Savic has given a great performance so far this season. He scored 4 goals and provided 5 assists in 11 games played in all competitions. Lazio are currently in 4th place in Serie A and are chasing a spot in next season's Champions League. The Serbian star was the most important part of this struggle. However, his contract expires in 2024. That means the Rome-based club should start thinking about whether to sell it next summer rather than lose it for free a year later. It is believed to have caught the attention of a number of European clubs and is regularly mentioned with Old Trafford. He was previously Ed Woodward's biggest target before being touted as an alternative to Frenkie de Jong in the last transfer window. But now it looks like there might be a move to the Red Devils' biggest rivals, Liverpool. According to Italian sources, Klopp has given it to him to include Gomez in the transfer deal next summer to lower the price. The British player, worth £31 million to be used in the trade for the player worth around £63 million, could almost cut the price in half. Liverpool may be starting to turn their attention to other midfielders as they fight for the signing of Jude Bellingham. The 19-year-old is believed to be the Reds' biggest target, but faces tough competition from Europe's biggest clubs. Milinkovic-Savic may therefore be another option in case they miss out. The Serbian star had the endorsement of former Liverpool hero Lucas Leiva, who spent 5 years with the player while in Lazio, and compared him to the legendary Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The Zlatan Ibrahimovic of midfielders, the Brazilian player said earlier this year. He has everything a top player should have. He's very strong physically. He's remarkable in the air. But he's great with the ball. He can assist and score. He has a very good shot and is a player that improves every year. He's got the qualities. He's definitely one of the best players I've ever played with. Do you think Sergej Milinkovic-Savic can succeed at Liverpool? The new Jürgen Klopp formation could trigger FSG's bold contract decision. It was clear that something had to change at Anfield. Since the beginning of the season, the idea of a change in the team's lineup has always remained a question mark, as the results have gone from bad to worse and individual performances have remained dim. Jürgen Klopp's attempt to fix Liverpool's poor form run was spotted in a Champions League match against Rangers. The Scottish side presented an excellent opportunity for the manager to try, and the bold 4-4-2 lineup had the expected impact. The Reds may have only scored 2 goals, but overall the performances were much better. But 4-4-2 not only helped Liverpool improve offensively, Klopp's defence also appeared much more compact and stable. Not only did it make Liverpool more compact in the middle, but it also allowed more efficiency from Darwin Nunez, who played as the focal point of Liverpool's attack. The Uruguayan star has entered multiple positions. Although he missed all of them, a game was played that gave hope for the future. Another player who could benefit from the lineup is Roberto Firmino, whom Klopp rested. When the Brazilian came in, he seemed to be enjoying the new position, at least for the short 10 minutes that Nunez was still on the court. If Klopp chooses to continue, it's clear that Firmino could be the focus of the system going forward. He has experience playing midfield, and the newly created role fits that skill set. Firmino is fit to play right behind the striker. While he can be creative and decisive in the third zone, he can be effective against defenders one-on-one and put his opponents in a difficult situation. He is also a player who can do the job of instant pressing the balls lost in the third zone very well. It will take time to see if Klopp will use the 4-4-2 system regularly. However, it is clear that Firmino should remain an important part of Liverpool's strategy going forward if this system is adopted. While the 31-year-old's contract is due to expire at the end of the season, it's rare to find a quality player to fit the system so well. This could result in FSG and Julian extending his stay at Anfield and adding him to the list of exceptions for players over 30. Do you think Roberto Firmino should sign a new contract?